make a difference, securing a sustainable future. Hello everyone. Who here has watched the new movie Uglies on Netflix? Well, the opening line of that movie has really struck me, and I bet some of you have felt the same way. It said that hundreds of years ago, people became overly reliant on fossil fuels. They squandered Earth's natural resources, and the planet quickly descended into chaos and war. Now, let me ask you this. Do we want our world to look like that in the next hundreds of years? It may sound like a distant fictional future, but the reality is, it's closer than we think. There are 3 essential resources we rely on every single day. Those are energy, water, and soil. They are the backbone of our existence, yet not everyone has access to these necessities. Did you know that 2.2 billion people worldwide lack access to safe drinking water according to the UN? Every day, what we do puts a significant demand on these resources. But what if I told you that just by listening to me right now, we can start making a difference? We are at a turning point in which our choices we make today will influence the future generations to come. Hello, I am Rikka Medina from 11 STEM 1, and as a member passionately invested on the community's concern, I have taken it upon myself to educate myself on pressing conservation issues. Recognizing the value of being informed, I performed comprehensive research that provided me with a solid understanding of the key difficulties we face and the practical solutions we can adopt. We are going to discuss the current state of our energy, water, and soil resources, the significant demand on these related use, and practical ways for ensuring a sustainable future and resource security. Let me ask you a question. What do you do first thing in the morning? Well, whatever it is, every action or step that you take simply relies on these 3 resources that we are going to discuss for today's talk. Energy powers our households, industries, and daily lives. Today, 80% of the world's energy comes from fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. While these resources are efficient, they are also finite and contribute significantly to climate change, with fossil fuels responsible for 87% of global carbon emissions. Although renewable energy sources like solar and wind power emit little to no pollution, the worldwide transition to these clean energies has been slow due to high infrastructure costs and political barriers. According to the International Energy Agency, at our current pace, we are not on track to meet climate goals by 2050. This means we must act urgently. Water is life. Our bodies, agriculture, and industries rely on it. Despite the Philippines having an abundance of natural resources, 20% of Filipinos lack access to safe drinking water. Moreover, climate change is disrupting weather patterns, causing more droughts and erratic rainfall, which threatens both water supply and food security. Additionally, a less known is the fact that agriculture accounts for 70% of global freshwater withdrawals, which means changes in farming practices could greatly alleviate water shortages. Soil, often overlooked, is the foundation of our food systems. Healthy soil supports crops, regulates our climate, and holds the right nutrients for plants. Yet 33% of Earth's soil is already degraded according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, largely due to unsustainable farming practices, deforestation, and urbanization. Soil degradation leads to soil erosion, fertility loss, and even desertification, threatening the very land we depend on food production. Now, consider how we as a society use these resources. Our dependence on fossil fuels result in excessive carbon emissions, worsening global warming. Rising energy demands are also straining our ecosystems. Energy poverty is a growing demand, and electricity and fuel are either too costly or unavailable for basic needs. Industrial and agricultural activities significantly pollute our water systems. Contaminants such as fertilizers, pesticides, and industrial chemicals often find their way back into our rivers and lakes, turning vital water sources into health risks. Globally, 80% of wastewater is released back in the environment without adequate treatment. As for soil, unsustainable farming practices and deforestation are accelerating its degradation. Did you know that soil erosion caused by deforestation is responsible for 24 billion fertile soil loss each year? That's more than enough to cover the entire country with a thin layer of soil. If we continue on this trajectory, fertile land will become increasingly scarce, threatening global security. Now, what if we all committed to using energy more wisely? Large-scale investments in renewable energy like solar farms and wind farms can dramatically reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. On an individual level, simple changes include switching to energy-efficient LED bulbs, which uses 90% less energy than incandescent lights. How about committing to a saying that every drop of water counted? Fixing leaky faucets, using water-efficient appliances, and turning off the tap while brushing your teeth can all make a significant impact. Collecting rainwater and for water gardening or household tasks is another easy way to reduce water waste. On a larger scale, improving our water infrastructure to reduce losses from leaks could save up to 30 to 50% of water in many developing cities, according to the World Bank. Basic practices like crop rotation, conservation tillage, and using organic fertilizers can improve soil health and decrease erosion. Did you know that cover crops can reduce soil erosion by 40 to 90%? Urban planning that includes green spaces and permeable surfaces can also help to mitigate the harmful effects of construction and development. We are the generation that must face these issues head on, knowing that our world's sustainability is not guaranteed unless we actively work to protect it. As the limitations in our planet's resources increase, it is clear that we are the ones who bear responsibility for a sustainable future. In summary, we explored the state of our energy, water, and soil resources, discussed the difficulties surrounding their use, and looked at practical ideas to address these challenges. Now, as I conclude my speech, I'd like to leave you with a powerful quote by the renowned cultural anthropologist Margaret Mead. We won't have a society if we destroy the environment. Think about it. Thank you so much.